now my privilege to bring out legendary Marvel artist, writer, and chief creative officer of Marvel Entertainment, my good friend Joe Quesada. After that looking thing? And it's a little shaken. Thanks, Clark and I have been working together for many years now, and it's great to see what Clark has done with the character of Agent Coulson. I mean, for example, Clark, you're in our incredible television series, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Woo!
Yes, you are a character in our comics. That's true. You are a character in our animated series, right? Yes, that's right. And you're in almost every single Marvel film. Almost all of them. But I need to have a word with you about Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and Thor: The Dark World, because they were great films, but lacking in something. Seriously. Well, while we're at it, I mean, anything else that you're not in that's been bugging you that you want? Okay, well, yeah, there is, Joe. The one thing I'm not in that I would like to be in is Dancing with the Stars. Have you seen that show? I have, and I got moves. I got skills. That show is clearly evil. There's nothing but agents of Hydra in that show. Really? Dancing with the Stars is Hydra? If you were to convert to Hydra, we could probably get you on Agents on Dancing. I think that's something that they might be talking about if there's a season 2. Okay. No, not really. All right. Well, listen. If you want, you mull that over. Okay, I gotta talk to these people about that stuff. Okay. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. While Clark mulls that over his conversion to Hydra. By the way, I am Hydra. So.
Hey, wait, whoa.
I want to tell everybody here a little bit about this incredible collaboration that brought Marvel, the Marvel Universe, and Disney Infinity together. As I'm sure most everyone here knows, Marvel has this incredible history filled with what I think are the greatest superhero characters ever created. You guys think the same? I believe that they were created by literally the most talented people ever to walk planet Earth. I'm partial, but I fully believe that. From Stan Lee to Jack Kirby to Steve Ditko, that list goes on, and it goes on through today. But more on that sort of today aspect in a bit, and trust me, I'm the king of segues and setups, and we'll get to that. So listen, while the idea of superheroes has existed for a very, very long time, even before Stan and Jack and their partners created what we refer to today as the modern Marvel Universe, there was one thing that separated Marvel characters from all others, and that's the idea that they were real people. Aside from having incredible powers, they also had real-world problems. They were just like you and me, really. And up until those early days in 1962, that just wasn't the case. Superheroes were perfect. They didn't have problems. This, to me, is what made our characters stand out and really stand the test of time. And more importantly, it's their humanity that really is what made them aspirational and relatable, more than their superpowers. So, now for decades after this, comic books were really the only place where you could catch up on the adventures of our heroes. But later on, things changed, and we had some Saturday morning cartoons, and there was a great Hulk TV show with Bill Bixby and the Electric Company, and some more Saturday morning cartoons, right? Electric Company fans, right? And then we conquered the big screen, and we became a movie studio. And then, thanks to guys like Mr. Clark Gregg, we conquered television. Clark, you still mulling over the Hydra thing, Clark? I'm still mulling, Joe. Still mulling, okay. Let me know, because I'm almost done here. So, but again, thanks to Clark, by the way, you can catch the Marvel Universe every week on ABC, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. There's only 2 episodes left before the epic conclusion. You do not want to miss it. And by the way, it only gets better because soon, everyone will be able to binge watch the Marvel Universe on Netflix in 2015. Now it's silly, right? You guys are probably sitting there asking yourselves, dude, what's with the shameless plugs? Okay. I'll tell you why. Because I want to emphasize really just how important today is. You see, this is one of those moments. Because right here, right now, all of you are at the precipice of yet another one of those great evolutionary leaps for Marvel as you join in the Disney Infinity Fun. And you guys like myself, are at ground zero. Actually, I'm at ground zero, you may be at ground 0.1. But this project has been a labor of love from the beginning. Not only have, we at Marvel been involved from the very, very beginning, and every step of the way with the Disney Infinity team, to make sure that the project has Marvel DNA through and through. But really, their affection for all things Marvel can be seen in how much care and detail they poured into the project. Now, remember when I talked about all those legendary creators and that bit about how that continues today? I mentioned that I was the king of segues and setups, and well, just to make Disney Infinity that much more special, the Infinity team enlisted probably the most legendary Marvel creator of the modern era. Now, I hate saying stuff like that because it gets bigger and bigger, but what the hell. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Michael Bendis. Brian, I'm going to sit beside you.
Sure.
Because, would you tell people a little bit about your involvement in the game? And
yeah, they were kind enough to call and say that they wanted me to come and help create the story for them and create the character voices and make sure it really breathed and smelled and tasted like Marvel. And I was so happy to do it because I watched my kids play Disney Infinity .1 and I saw how much they loved it, and I said, this game could do for this generation what comics did for us when we were kids. Stan Lee and everybody in the gang, they painted a picture inside the pages of the books with the bullpen bulletins that was really like the first interactive experience. Like, we felt we were part of Marvel. And as a storyteller, that's like why we want to work in Marvel. So this game is like that next step where you get to be part of Marvel. You get to make your adventure. You get to be the characters. And I couldn't be happier to be part of that. The good news was, when I joined the team, that everybody who works on this game really knows their stuff. I mean, really knows their stuff down. So that relieved me. I was so happy that the people in charge of this knew their stuff so well. So it's just been a pleasure just to watch this build to this moment that we have today. So I just think it's a great experience for people who love the characters, that you get to experience them either with your kids or just on your own, and just build the Marvel Universe and play in it and enjoy our story. And the cool thing is, the stuff they're announcing today, that's just the beginning. There are stories and characters coming up throughout, I don't know what the time frame is, but there are characters and stories coming out that are just going to blow your mind. This is just, yeah, this is true. There's so much more to come, which is cool.
Wow, fantastic. Well, thank you, Brian. Listen, how many artists, you've been at Marvel now for 1,000 years?
1,000 years. Just feels that way.
Sometimes. The truth of the matter is, it's one of the greatest jobs in the world.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
For so long.
Yeah.
How many artists would you estimate? I mean, you probably worked with years.
Dozens and maybe hundreds, and all different styles.
That's a big window, dozens to hundreds. I mean,
No, I can't count.
Okay.
I mean, comics all very spelled, right?
But
Yes.
The beauty of working with all these great artists, because you're very project specific. You say, I'm writing this kind of story. I want to work with this artist because they bring this particular style to the characters, and you're one of the most specific guys when it comes to that sort of stuff. I think it's evident in your books. And that's really the beauty of the other part of the Marvel Universe, is that you can interpret the characters in so many ways, and they still remain iconic as long as they can still look at the characters. All our artists have a different way of drawing them. And that was also part of the beauty of working with the Infinity crew, is that, the Infinity game has its own particular style. So how do you adapt that into the Marvel world? So we worked with their designers. We worked with the whole crew really to come up with a look that was uniquely Marvel, but still fit within the world of the game. And
It was weird that you made a demand that you posed for all the characters. That was weird.
It was a contractual thing.
I kind of made it a contractual thing.
Our lawyers. I don't ask these things. Our lawyers put those things in there. It makes them happy. And I watch.
Let's go with that.
Right. But here's the thing, though. I've been lucky enough to actually see these figures. I got to see these figures because, you know, I'm in the crowd.
I've seen them too.
You told me I was the only one.
I
All right, somebody's gonna get a really nasty letter. But let me ask you a question. Would you guys like to see some of these figures?
Yeah!